This presentation is on John Dewey, who is well known as an educational reformer. John Dewey was born in Burlington, Vermont on October 20th, 1859, and died in New York, June 1st, 1952. His parents were firm believers in the importance of education and religion. His strict mother insisted upon all their children's education through college. Dewey, prior to college, was not a spectacular student, but he quickly caught up and surpassed many of his peers by the time he got to college. He later attended the University of Vermont at age 15. He also attended the University of Michigan. Dewey developed an interest in the need to solve social problems as he noticed society around him changing. He became friends with social reformers such as Jane Addams and Alice Hamilton. He married Alice Chipman and had 6 children, 4 of which survived into adulthood. Dewey taught psychology as well as philosophy at the University of Michigan. He firmly believed in pragmatism and democracy. Dewey opened a lab school in Chicago known as the Dewey School, with the experimentation and hands-on learning as the primary methods of teaching. Pragmatism, which was the practice of combining and making connections of curriculum with everyday life. He also believed in democracy, which advocates each person having a voice, being well educated and informed in order to enable them to think critically for themselves. Dewey's beliefs and ideas sparked the movement known as the progressive education, founded on some of the following principles. Education and learning is a social and collaborative process. It is therefore the school's responsibility to provide an environment where learning is interactive and social for students. Education should encourage individuals to develop into their full potential. This is achieved by challenging them to think critically on their own and solve problems through experimentation and application of the newly acquired information. And finally, children learn best by experience rather than solely relying on the teachers for the dissemination of facts to memorize. Dewey believed progressivism to be the perfect balance between what may be considered an essentialist philosophy of education, which lacked freedom and relied too heavily on teachers, and existentialism, which did not provide enough structure, disregarded teachers' role as an educator, and put too much pressure on the child to construct their own learning. These concepts are in line with what I believe to be the best approach to education.